And here are the helpful hints. Number 1. It is worth reminding ourselves again that good readers are good at blending words that they have not read before. Therefore, it is vital that all children are given plenty of blending practice so that they can all become good at this skill. The faster the children can blend words, the easier it is for them to read books. Now, at this stage, some children are so fast at blending silently in their heads that the person listening to them read is unaware that some of the words have not been seen or read before. And that's just what we want. The children also become skilled at reading words that do not give a precise pronunciation. Remember, most words can be accurately blended. Some words need only a little adjustment, as was shown in step 3. And now a few words like these need a little more adjustment. Now, if you just see this word without any sentence around it, it's quite difficult to get woman, woman. They might make the leap. Vinegar, water, waiter, opposite, adventure. But if it's in the sentence in their books, then it makes it more easy to make that leap of faith. The old woman liked vinegar on her fish and chips. Well, if they know about fish and chips and vinegar, then it's not such a leap of faith, and they probably have guessed that it's woman. The old woman liked vinegar on her fish and chips. Here perhaps we've got, she jumped into the water and quickly started to swim. Now if they say water there, or waiter, so she jumped into the waiter, but it's not such a huge leap once they've read the rest of the sentence to realise that it is water. And once they've sort of worked that out, they rarely have problems with the word water next time. It was a big adventure. Well, it's close to adventure. He lived on the opposite side of the road. That's not too big a jump to get opposite. And for hint 2, words that use the new alternative spellings have been provided for dictation. And it is a good idea to tell the children the alternative spelling that is being used in the words that are being dictated. So you might say, today we are going to write words with the I hop over E spelling of the I sound, and then dictate some of these words. This encourages accurate spelling. For hint 3, now that the children are familiar with the short and long vowels, it is a convenient time to start using helpful hints linked to these vowels, which will help to improve the children's spelling. The first is about when to use CK. Now, if you have short words like these that have a short vowel followed by a K sound, then they are nearly always written with a CK. If it is not a short vowel, then the K sound is written with a K, as you can see with these short words. Now here you can see the A, E, I, O, A, short vowels, and they are all followed with CK. Here an O is in the middle, so that's not a short vowel, and you can see just the K. The problem is not with reading, that is straightforward. The problem comes with writing, and this is why it's helpful for writing. Supposing the child wants to write duck, they've got to be able to hear D, A, K. So here we are. D, A, O, short vowel, CK. Or clock, K, O, K. K, O, short vowel, CK. Perhaps look. We've got U, O, K, O, and that's not a short vowel, kicking K. It's a short word, so kicking K. Or maybe dark. D, R, not a short word, not a short vowel, so kicking K. It is worth providing this guidance because it works nearly all the time. An exception word is the word trek. So here we have trek, it's T, R, E, and it should be CK, but it's one of those awkward ones, and they've got to learn that it just has the K. So they have to specifically learn this unusual spelling. I think it is better to teach how the vowels usually work and learn the few exceptions than not to teach them at all. However, not everyone agrees with this. There are pros and cons about both ways. And as there is no research evidence one way or the other, it means that it is again a matter of personal preference. For teachers, it makes sense to follow the advice provided in the synthetic phonics program that is being used in the school where they are teaching. Now, more guidance about the vowels and how they help with spelling has been provided on the home page under the heading Vowels and How They Work. Hint 4. Sometimes when a child has read a book, encourage him or her to talk about the book. This not only gives pleasure but also provides the opportunity to occasionally check on comprehension. It is important to know if the child is understanding what the story or information is about. If it is beyond their comprehension, then choose a book that has simpler language and uses vocabulary that is largely known by the child. Take care not to overdo the discussion and questioning about a book. Some children just want to enjoy books, and being constantly questioned about their understanding can put them off reading. Hint 5. It is very important to encourage the children who are progressing well to read a great deal at home and at school. Most of these children can read a book or 10 pages of a longer book every day. It is worth encouraging them to do this. And when the book is finished, it is important to change it straight away. This develops a good habit of reading every day, keeps the children enthusiastic, as well as developing fluency in the reading. And when the children are confident at reading the green level readers, you usually find that they can read anything. It's when parents are amazed and say that their child is reading the TV guide, their dad's paper, or instructions about an app. Basically, the code is cracked, and these children can read whatever they want, so long as it is within their understanding. And that is just what we want. So in conclusion, the aim is for every child to learn the 6 new alternative spellings, these ones, and revise the previous letter sounds, blend words that use the 6 new alternative letter spellings, here they are, and the previous letter sounds, write words from dictation that use the 6 new alternative letter sounds and the previous ones. So the word might be take. The A has got to be the A hop over E because they've been told that, but the K, well, because it's not a short vowel, it's going to be a kicking K. Take. Learn to read and spell the 20 new tricky words. Read sentences that use the new alternative letter sounds and the tricky words. Write sentences from dictation. And continue to read and enjoy decodable reading books. Write independently if that's the preferred option. And lastly, to give support if a child has problems with these skills. And that concludes the teaching in step 4. Thank you.